This is Tim Albright with AVNation with the Road to InfoComm. InfoComm 2026 happens June 17th through the 19th. And with us to talk about Q-SYS and their fantastic booth is Mr. Patrick Heyn. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me, Tim. I appreciate it.
All right. You guys are over in the Central Hall, C8737, C8737. Patrick, y'all have been developing an awful lot of interesting things the last couple of years. Almost every time I walk into your booth, I find something new. So this time around, what will we find in the Q-SYS booth?
What you're going to find is a manifestation of what we just announced, depending on when you're watching this, on June 3rd, which is kind of the completion of the spectrum of collaboration solutions that we're offering. And it comes in the form of what we're calling RoomSuite Collaboration Bar. So this will be the first opportunity for people to put their hands on the device, see the outcome of it, and more importantly, to see how it fits in the grander experience of a workplace environment. Because we all know that there's lots of all-in-one bar solutions out there, but the real question is, how do we get those integrated across the workplace? How do we make them play with our other rooms? How do we use all the data that's kind of coming together in a way that we can make mindful decisions about all of the things that are happening in our room? So you'll see that. You're going to get to see our new scheduling panel, again, that can be used across the workplace. And you're not just going to see it at, a kiosk. That's not the way that we roll at InfoComm or at any of our trade shows. We are in the business, as you know, of experience. And so what you're going to experience is the new collaboration bar in a real room, talking with the rest of our collaboration solutions. So some of you will walk into the room and be a part of a live meeting that's going to take place with basically this product's sister product, which is the RoomSuite Modular System. So depending on the size of the room that you're looking to be in, you're going to experience both sides of that spectrum. And then as a secondary part of that tour, you're going to traverse into what we're going to call the high impact space, where you're going to get to see our AI-driven control and presenter framing and all of that coming together in a singular experience rather than just a standalone thing, because we all know that these experiences don't exist in silos, and that's kind of where we want to sit with Q-SYS, is that Q-SYS is connecting that whole workplace, and so we want that to manifest itself inside our booth.
One of the things that you guys have done really well over the last, I'm going to say 4 or 5 years, probably longer than that, and that is giving both IT and AV managers the tools on the back end as well to manage their systems. How important has that been as you guys talk to not just the integrators, but also the end user customers? How important is that those management tools for a successful rollout and, quite frankly, for a successful experience?
It's you hit the nail on the head. That is what binds our solutions together, is the ability to monitor, manage, deploy all of these things from a singular place. And for us, that comes in the form of Q-SYS Reflect. Yeah. This is our remote monitoring and management cloud solution, and absolutely hits it out of the park in connecting RoomSuite Collaboration Bar with every other system in the workplace. You're going to use Reflect to deploy multiple instances of the bar. So figure out one configuration and then deploy it time and time again. You can deploy across one bar or 50 bars. It really doesn't matter. Reflect is really binding all of that stuff together. And then Reflect creates this opportunity to connect to other ecosystems, okay, and basically operationalize a lot of that AV data that is happening at the cloud.
All right. You guys are over in Central Hall again, C8737, C8737. Patrick, not everybody's going to InfoComm. So if they are not going and they want to follow along with everything that Q-SYS is talking about, including your award-winning education and training, how do they do that?
Well, you can always go to Q-SYS.com, but specifically for InfoComm, go to Q-SYS.com/InfoComm 2026.
All right, very good. Patrick Heyn from Q-SYS, thank you so much. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, AVNation.tv. That's AVNation.tv. Follow along as we also head to Las Vegas for InfoComm 2026, June 17th through the 19th. All that and more at AVNation.tv.